I have bet against Amnesiac in every other game so far, and he has proved me wrong.
Desperation, Phantom Knives. Vile Spine is not enough mana to be used. Delay throws out the well played, and Amnesiac is going to take the DreamHack HCT Grand Prix champion.
Everybody, let's give a warm round of applause for your DreamHack HCT champion. It's Amnesiac.
Dude, I won.
Dude, you won!
I haven't won in 2 years. It's been so long, and I'm so proud of myself.
As far as preparation goes for the tournament, what was your mentality coming into this? Talk us through like lineup strategies and I guess what you really expected.
I got to give all the credit in the world to my practice group. I don't think I can take credit for my lineup. Yo, it's Flo, Bob, or Nostum, Frank. Big thanks to Tempo Storm as well, my team. We're doing really well in team points after this. And so we could be making a run for #1.
Teams in Hearthstone, practice groups are more important than ever, and it really shows that 2 heads are better than 1, even in an individual game like Hearthstone.
Proud of it.
Amnesiac, you didn't shout me out! You didn't do anything. I was moral support. I didn't need you. That's why they call him the young set.
June is like a very busy month. We started in Austin, and a week later we're preparing for Sweden, DreamHack Summer. And so right now we're in Korea.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Hearthstone Championship Tour's next stop in Seoul, South Korea. It's really sweet to specifically be in this spot because I know a lot of esports events in Korea happen specifically in this arena. Right. So it feels like, nice for us to be part of esports history.
I think it's important at this point, as we're getting the hang of tour stops, is to kind of look at the local field and talk to people who are just endemic to the region and see what they think the meta is going to be like.
그래서 1만화를 좀 빼고 테러닥스를 넣을까 이런 것도 생각해봤는데
테러닥스까지 굳이 넣을 필요 있을까? 왜냐면 원래 이거 도적이 홀수 도적이 뒷심이 좀 별로 없는 편이라 이제 3턴에 좀 강하게 플레이하고 홍역배랑 테러닥스 내고 그걸로 이기는 거잖아. 근데 굳이 이거는 좀 더 하스윙도 많고 그런데 테러닥스까지 넣을 필요 없을 것 같고.
It's kind of understanding what the most popular deck is amongst that region as well.
고맙네.
I've never been to Korea, so traveling here was just a unique experience, from the culture to the food to the all fun things I'm doing around town. So just being able to witness the Korean hype in what is considered the mecca of esports. They're getting excited, I get excited because they're excited, and I think they've sensed the tension, so the tension ramps up. And it was so dramatic, the crowd was super into it, and that's exactly what the esports spectating experience should be.
Steel has just got the whole world behind his back, Everyone's holding up like Steel as God signs, and the energy for him is just insane in Korea. It's been hard to adjust to a little bit. It's a little surreal because we're playing in these soundproof booths and you can see the crowd just cheering on and they have all this smoke coming out. It's just not an atmosphere that I've really seen from Hearthstone, and they definitely get so excited and you can feel the energy when something good or bad happens.
자, 저희가 이렇게 얘기하는 순간 또 경기 준비가 모두 끝났다고 합니다. 과연 어떤 선수가 먼저 1세트를 잡아내게 될지 여러분들의 박수와 함께 경기 시작하겠습니다.
Like growing up in Indiana, I kind of went from hobby to hobby. Like I swam for a couple of years, played basketball a little bit in high school. Towards the end of college, I experienced a lot of burnout. I didn't like studying as much anymore. I always felt like I was skipping around. Hearthstone might be the thing that I've probably achieved the most in.
Or how do you value a Hearthstone card? It's better to do this from a mathematical standpoint, right? So maybe the easiest breakdown we can do right now is a minion, right? So for example, can you explain what math is for me? Oh my god. We might have to start from the very beginning for you, Waller.
When I used to stream a lot, I played a lot of combo decks, a lot of off-meta things.
Today, I want to talk about Shaman. It's been such a prevalent deck in the meta that you're going to be playing against it about a third of the time while laddering. Now, you have, in my opinion, only two very good options to counter it. Freeze Mage or Control Warrior. Right now, I'm playing Fibonacci's Enzoth Control Warrior list.
I just had this belief in my mind, like if you're the streamer, you're supposed to be the good guy, and the opponent's supposed to be like the bad guy. You're gonna look like a bad guy if you're just playing the most overpowered meta deck all the time, right? And people don't want to watch that. They always want to cheer for the underdog. So I ended up playing just a variety of different weird combo decks, and now combo decks come to me a lot more naturally.
Yu has a pretty aggressive lineup, and the fact is that Saiyan has a deck that's pretty vulnerable to aggressive strategies in Miracle Rogue. But we also seen Miracle Rogue squeak out wins against those aggressive strategies with really powerful early game plays.
To be the best, to reach like a new height or something, you just gotta kind of play everything.
Saiyan and I have been friends, talked a bunch, and we talk competitive decks all the time. We talk ladder decks all the time. Blizzard talked about they're going to introduce team standings for competitive this year.
Up until now, Hearthstone has been an individual game, and teams are nice supports for the players, providing travel, providing funding, really giving them the ability to pursue this as a career, which is absolutely invaluable. But now we have that inter-team competition and really the necessity for players to work with their teammates and to ensure that they're all performing at the highest level, where before it was sort of a me, myself, and I kind of environment. So it's really exciting to have this be one of the first big events, actually I think the first since all of the teams were actually officially announced just a couple days ago.
Tempo Storm didn't really have a competitive roster. The goals that we both had sort of aligned, so we talked with Frodan and we thought we'd be a good fit. I think it's worked out well so far.
Round 8 of the DreamHack HCT Grand Prix from Austin, Texas is about to get underway. I'm Matt's Admirable. You can call me Nathan Zamora or Admirable, whichever one you want. And I'm joined by Bond. Neil Bond.
Hi, Nathan Zamora. How's it going?
Good. We have Muzzy taking on Frodan.
Don't beat the boss.
Sometimes with Tempo Storm, or very often actually, we end up running into each other in tournaments, so Muzzy and Amnesiac play, and that's really unfortunate because they were both undefeated going into that match.
Muzzy and Amnesiac, both of Tempo Storm, both looking to go 4-0. Okay, so it is the same matchup. It's Muzzy trying to kill Amnesiac before he gets established on the board, but he has a much cleaner looking hand, I'd say.
Being part of a team is really fun because you're not only playing with friends, but you're also competing alongside each other, kind of pushing each other on. There's a little bit of rivalry.
I heard the click.
Yeah.
I heard the background click.
1-0 Muzzy right now.
I get along very well with my teammates and help them succeed at these tour stops, and they've tried to help me, so I think the team aspect is definitely helping me compared to some people who might be traveling alone to these tour stops.
As a team, we all still support each other a lot. We're very happy when the other players get points, and we definitely want to compete together and be the best North American team, but we're all still trying to be the best North American player.
Just done the job. Yeah, Muzzy gives it up. Amnesiac wins this 3-0. That finishes the day on 4-0. Gonna sleep well tonight and be in a good spot. Perfect day for Amnesiac. A fantastic day for Tempo Storm.
I know Muzzy, just absolutely crushes North America. So he's been point leader for 2 years in a row already, and I plan to give Muzzy just a good run for his money. He's not gonna get third year in a row without a fight.
My competitive preparation is mainly based with my practice group and my friends. When one tournament is over and I find out the submission deadline for the other tournament, I go in, I ask them, what do we want to play? What do I want to play? And then we look at HS Replay, look at all the numbers, look at lineups, look at the tournament format, look at decks that are popular in the meta, look at decks that we think people are going to bring, and through that, it affects me bringing what I think is usually the best lineup, and my success correlates to the lineup that I bring.
Your understanding Shaman is different. I think a lot of people don't have a lot of respect for Shaman.
Or they do.
Yeah.
I don't
you
know.
just kind of disrespected. Like, he definitely thought you were going to do a different
Sure.
band, too. So
No,
you're like,
I've
he
been-
banned wrong. He thought you banned wrong, you know?
Sure, yeah. I guess he just thinks if you have Taunt Warrior, you're banning Shaman, which sort of makes sense, but like, if someone has Druid or Warlock, they're getting that banned, like, every time. Okay.
Muzzy, Amnesiac, and I are on the same team. We're all on the same page. But there are different groups that like we reach out to, and I think we've made some good friends with the other Europeans. I know we're all like fighting for the top spots, but like F2K are great people to practice with, and Team Genji, Seiko, Sinto, and we talk to them a lot.
I'm Sintolo.
I'm Psycho.
PNC. Cringe.
And we're Team Genji.
Perfect. So right now it's more, we're fighting for the second or third place. F2K is really far ahead. I think Tempo Storm has a lot of points to get from ladder because they didn't play too much ladder last month, but they performed a ton at tournaments. So it's probably more for the third place at the moment, and we're pretty on the same level as Nordavinder, I think. If we prepare, we also prepare with other players, not only in the team.
You know, going into this year, I'm definitely considered like the underdog on the team between Amnesiac, Muzzy, and myself.
You know, this year Amnesiac has won one in Austin, and then I won Brazil. So Sayan feels like he doesn't want to be left behind.
We're starting at 12, so please be ready. If you guys win the game, please make sure you take the screenshot and report it after every single game. Okay. Yeah, you guys have a lot of time. Unless you're...
My match starts at 12 as well?
Yes, everyone starts at 12.
What time is it?
We saw a lot of...
We said at 12? Man, 45 minutes. What are we doing?
Are they streaming like something else now?
Hmm.
They probably are.
Yeah.
That's probably why it's delayed.
I've always come a little bit short when it came to HCT. And maybe it's just the roll of the dice, or maybe it was something I was missing.
Alright, what's your guys' first pick? What's your guys' first pick?
Yeah, say and tell me. What's your first deck you're queuing up?
The good deck.
So, I'm guessing it's not Rogue?
You don't have any good deck. Wait.
That's the rest of 3 hours later.
Saying banned Warlock, that's a big surprise. Kappa.
What?
You banned Warlock, what a surprise.
Surprise? I mean, I think we're all very supportive of each other. We're happy when the other players get points, but we all want to be the best team, and you know, we're all still competing to be the best player.
This is what I said. Like, all of you guys have like the same lineup. Dude, my lineup hits you in the face. Play that from turn 5, and what do you do?
What's gonna pressure me? That Malfurion? Ooh. Ooh.
That turn 5 Malagos? Let's go.
Let's remove it.
How?
Wildspine, Hex.
I mean, like, against the Rogue, I don't need to do that. Against Rogue, I can just, like, yeah, outlast you, right? And just do my combo.
Huh? Twig on 4, Nourish on 5.
No, he's losing every time. I'm not even concerned against this. I'm having a good time.
We have the same lineup, so I guess I win too.
Yeah, you can't lose to this.
I feel like Sayan feels like he has weight on his shoulders to succeed at a tour stop. He has definitely been feeling down.
The year that Amnesiac topped, we brought the same 120 cards, and I was like 1 game off. The championship that Purple went 10-0, we brought the exact same lineup. I just queued into the wrong matches. Personal is probably the one thing that, you know, you're reaching 95, 96, 97% proficiency, and so it's not always about what's best on paper.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, one and all, to the Hearthstone Championship Tour stop
here in Seoul, Korea, and it's going to be just Saiyan versus Sintalol. This actually has a really big implication on the team standings as well. Of course, a new feature of the Hearthstone Championship Tour this year is that teams really matter. We're trying to push that forward, and it's something I really don't think we've paid enough attention to, even personally as casters. Just Saiyan, of course, is representing Tempo Storm, Sintalol representing Genji, and they are two teams very close to the top. I think Tempo Storm in second place, just trailing behind F2K, and Genji Blue, which I believe is the team that Sinto is representing, are, I believe, third or fourth. So these players picking up points for those as well.
We arrived in Korea a couple of days early, and we met some other friends here, and we ended up shopping, eating, looking around, just hanging out, having fun all day. And we invited Saiyan at the start of the day, but he said that he didn't want to come out. He wanted to focus on Hearthstone because he wasn't feeling too comfortable with his lineup.
Now Sinto just has a little bit of a problem with too much card draw. He actually can't get enough cards out of his hand. The card draw rhythm just isn't smooth for him.
But now put yourself in Saiyan's shoes, where you're seeing this happen, and Sintalol just didn't kill anything.
Yeah.
I think you are quite okay with going in pretty hard here.
Okay.
And putting Sintalol to a big test, and there's a naturalize. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's a kind of important one.
That's a Saronite gone. He has already played one, though.
This is another important one.
Okay, that is huge, but it's not a breaker just yet. Everything still works. Everything still works.
Oh! Sintalol! A crushing blow on the bird. He just concedes. It's Saiyan!
Turns out it did affect his performance because out of us, he ended up making top 8, and he's still playing right now for top 16 in the whole thing.
I feel like a lot of other esports, when you get beat by someone or you take a bad loss, maybe you're just not friends with them ever again. But in Hearthstone, there is like a decent amount of like RNG involved. It becomes a little bit harder to hold a grudge against like another player. I think that kind of brings us closer together.
How has Saiyan not won anything yet? He's too good.
It just takes time. He's there again, though.
Yeah, well, plenty more players. Saiyan, Hunter Ace, 14 others will contest our top 16. It's coming up for you right after this break.
You know, as travel comes together this year, we're making so many close friends because you see the same people at every event, and you grow closer and closer. You travel together, you explore new countries together.
You rage a lot, don't you?
No.
No?
No.
I was watching, I was sitting next to you. In the place. You had Manowar,
I know.
Glyph.
I know, yeah.
And then you slammed the table because you played Wild Girl?
He top deck Wild Girl, next turn he top deck swipe, next turn he top deck swipe again.
So what? You had Alunat, the game wasn't even close.
I know, but
how is that rage?
I was hungry.
You had double Manowar.
War always heroes me, that's why I was
even if it's unfavored what you think, then you should have been even more happy about the double Manowar.
Just let me smash the table, okay?
So you need to calm down when you play Hearthstone, I think. See, Seiko, does Seiko ever rage?
Doesn't say anything.
Oh, I'm not raging.
What's it been like being on the road together?
It's fine. Sometimes it's annoying. PNC didn't wash his clothes for a long time.
No, we can't put that in.
Yeah, but I have a lot of clothes, that's why.
No, the problem was that he ran out of socks.
No, it's too real, cut it.
He sat in a plane next to me, like 24 hours.
The only time he speaks
with the
is when
same
he's
socks for 3 days.
It wasn't 3 days, it was 1.5.
1.5.
Yeah, 1.5. So we went out night before flying, no sleep. Just went to the airport, stayed there for a couple hours, and Lena arrived. And we had to fly. I don't know, I forgot to change my socks, okay? Sorry.
You have 103?
Yeah. We should take a picture, then I beat you. Wait, another one.
Okay.
Welcome back, everybody. It's semi-finals time here in South Korea. It is Hearthstone Championship Tour action coming at you.
And this is a big one here. Just Saying versus Samuel Sao. One of these two is going to be facing Hunter Ace in the finals. I think currently the best player in the world, and he's in another finals to prove it.
They're ready to get in the game, Admirable. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
I think overall his playstyle is very defensive. I'm going to play aggressively against his aggro decks and hope that I make a push that gives me some space to find the damage.
Man, a lot of people are playing aggro decks. You
Yeah.
know what? I'm just going to build a taunt deck.
Every minion in my deck says taunt on it. How do I ever lose?
And Just Saying's playing a deck that's very feast or famine. When it goes off, it is nigh impossible to stop this from happening. But when it fails, it just falls over and dies. But this was not a fall over and die hand. This is not a weird concession from Samuel Sao. This is just common sense at this point.
Yep.
I feel like I've been given like a few second chances. I've dodged so many bullets because a lot of the lineups I faced are just like full aggro, and my lineup has Miracle Rogue, which is a deck that they just completely target.
Maybe playing the Power of the Wild's better because you can tear apart some combo turns.
Yeah.
But here, he's just going to coin out the... He just sacrifices the Violet Teacher to kill a Hench Clan Thug. He's going to have to use Savage Roar next turn to kill that thing. And every step of the way, Samuel Sao has really strong counterplay. Saying it's damned if you do, damned if you don't, really.
Samuel Sao looks like he is going one game away from meeting Hunter Ace.
You have to recognize those aggressive spots and take advantage of them. That's the weakness of Miracle Rogue. All the damage sticks.
He's a little more unpredictable than I thought. I think he just picked kind of randomly. So after I realized he was doing that, it was just hard to find a good spot to get the Rogue win in, and that's really what cost me in the end. After a bad loss, we understand that it is more or less a numbers game. We're still all very good players. It's just, sometimes the coin flips one way or the other. Like, the only time I beat Token Druid with Miracle Rogue is if they have a bad hand and they can't answer Hench Clan Thug, right? Saw him coin, I was like, oh, dude, it's gonna be Woods. It's gonna be Woods. And it was the teacher.
That teacher play won him the game, though.
The teacher play actually won him the game.
Like, did he have Wisp in hand?
No.
Yes,
We were thinking maybe you go face there. Like the turn that you cleared everything. Because you lose the UI anyway. It was still bad to swipe and to plague. She couldn't UI you. She could UI you in the next turn.
Oh, yeah.
So your play, it was really bad against swipe and plague. That's why we wanted to go face.
I saw it too fast, right?
She had like, you did it too fast. She had like 3 cards in hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Top 4 ain't bad.
Are we seeing the finals? Are we gonna watch the finals?
Yeah, of course. Why not? And Hunter Ace high-rolled his way to the finals.
He's high-rolling everyone!
It's the lineup. You just don't see it.
17 in play, not even counting the bow, and Hunter Ace, second place in Germany, second place in Toronto, third time's the charm for perhaps the very best player in the world right now. He finally has his tour stop victory under his belt. Congratulations to Hunter Ace.
Hunter Ace gets 15 points.
So I got a top 4 here, which was good, but I know like Muzzy won Copa, and then Amnesiac just won DreamHack, and I need like a top 4, so I want to be like, like the last teammate out, But I mean, I'll take it. I think 2 major tops and a top 4 puts us probably just as the best team right now. So. Last night, Fino and a lot of the F2K guys had a flight out this morning, so we hung out with them last night, and then Fino and I got a cab back. I was the first one dropped off at my hotel, and I just kind of glanced over and I was like, hey, see you next week, right? And it's just kind of this feeling that you get to hang out with some of your best friends every weekend, and you get to play some Hearthstone. I've been sick. I got sick like last night. What do I do, Seiko?
What?
How do I become not sick fast?
It's too late.
It's too late.
Cinto was feeling sick too.
And he's probably not going to Sweden.
Really? If this doesn't get better, I might not go to Sweden, I guess.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to DreamHack Summer 2018.
The Jönköping DreamHacks are just the best DreamHacks. It's where it all started.
There's so many fantastic players out in the audience ready to get playing.
Have you ever worked a real job?
Not really.
I feel like I haven't worked a single day in my life.
For some reason, like, every American girl wants a British dude.
Yeah.
Until they actually get to know you.
Yeah.
And then realize that you all suck.